way to make agar plates, and I've got a few little techniques we're going to use to make sure that when we've actually finished making them and they're ready to use, we don't have any condensation on the inside of the agar plates. Now I've got all the equipment out in front of me, what I'm going to be using. We've obviously got our sterile agar plates. We've got a 500 millilitres borosilicate glass bottle, magnetic stirrer. Now the agar we're going to be making is light malt extract agar, so we've got some light malt extract, agar powder, got a little measuring cup that we're going to use to measure our ingredients, funnel and a little magnetic stirrer, and we have the magnetic stirrer machine here. Now you don't need that. If you've got anything, just marble in the bottle and just give it a swirl around, but if you've got one, obviously use it. Now the first thing we are going to do, we are going to put our first thing we're going to do is weigh out our dry ingredients, and what we are going to use is 10 grams of agar powder. So we turn the scales on here and we will put 10 grams into our little beaker. 9.7, 10, and we're going to put that into our bottle. Next we are going to measure out 15 grams of light malt extract. That's 8, 10, 14 and a half, and we'll say that's 15, and we're going to put that into our bottle as well. Now into the bottle we are going to put our magnetic stir bar, and then we're going to add 500 millilitres of hot water. Funnel back in there. So 500 millilitres is just up to the line on the neck of the bottle. Then we are going to pop the lid on the bottle, and we are going to put that onto our magnetic stirrer. Bar off the bottom, and we're going to leave that for about 5 minutes just to make sure all of the dry ingredients that we put in are fully mixed up and ready to move on to the next stage. Our mixture's been on the magnetic stirrer for about 5 minutes, and we can see everything is nicely dissolved. Now we're going to pressure sterilise this in the pressure cooker. We want to do it for approximately 15 minutes. Now I've seen lots of other videos, other people doing stuff lots of different ways, but I can only go by the way I've done it and what I've found out, and the best way that I find to do things. If you pressure cook this for too long, the light malt extract starts to break down, and you'll get a really clumpy, horrible solution that's really not suitable for using for any use. So 15 minutes, 15 psi. Now before we put this in the pressure cooker, we're just going to put a little bit of foil over the top and give the lid a little quarter turn just to relieve the pressure. So we're going to put some foil on that, put that into the pressure cooker, and we'll come back after that's been cooked, sterilised, and we'll have a look at how to pour these agar plates. Pretty much guaranteed no condensation. So we're now moving on to the next stage of making our perfect agar plates. We've just taken the sterilised agar out of the pressure cooker, and you can see it's nice and clear. And we have a look at the temperature, 88 degrees. We need to wait now for this agar to cool down to 50 to 52 degrees C. Now 500 millilitres that we made here should be enough to make 20 plates. I've got the plates already taken out of their sterile packaging and placed in front of the flow hood. Now, as I say, it's just a bit of patience now. We need to keep coming back, checking the temperature of our agar, and when we get down to 50-52 degrees, we'll show you how to, or I'll show you how to pour them properly, and we're going to have a little technique to stop any condensation forming on the plates. Right, we're now down to 53, just coming up to 52 degrees C. So what we're going to do very quickly, we'll take the foil off the top of our agar and remove the lid. And we're going to quickly pour our plates. We start at the bottom. And we don't need much in there, just a tiny bit to cover the bottom of the plate. Now this will be cooling down very, very quickly because it's coming into contact with the neck of the bottle, which is obviously a lot cooler than the rest of the bottle. So if we do it all in one swift go, we shouldn't get it starting to set as we get to the last couple. Keep going. Now what's happening here, because we've got hot agar in the bottom of the dish, that's going to keep the lid of the one underneath warm and should stop condensation from forming on the lid. Right, so that's our first lot done. We're going to move over to our second pile. Right, so we've got all our plates poured. We're going to put them in front of the middle of the flow hood. And little tip to stop the condensation forming on the top one, we're going to put a mason jar full of hot water on the top. And then we are going to leave these to cool down and congeal. Then once they've completely set, we'll have a look at what we go to the next stage to keep them for future use. We've left our agar plates overnight in front of the flow hood to cool down and set. Now the next stage we're going to do to make sure we get no condensation on our plates when they're completely finished is I'm going to put my rack onto the flow hood. I'm going to take those things up the top. And you can see we've got no condensation on the lids, they're looking very, very good. So what we need to do now is to flip them upside down, put them on the rack, and we're going to leave these for another 24 hours in front of the flow hood to completely dry, and any tiny bits of condensation that we might have found in the plates will now rise and hopefully be reabsorbed by the agar that's now on the top of the plates. So we'll give them 24 hours, then we'll come back again and we will look at sealing them with parafilm and putting them into storage for use at a later date. So we've waited a further 24 hours there, the plates have been upside down in front of the hood, and you can see that they are pretty good. We've got no condensation in there at all. And now what we need to do is parafilm them up. I've got 20 pieces of parafilm I've already cut here. Now you don't need to use parafilm if you're just starting out. You can use microboard tape, you can use masking tape, or I would say masking tape is quite difficult to get off if you want to examine them in the future. So remember, you pull your parafilm and sterile side is the inside. So we're going to take off our lids and we're going to just put it round, seal them in nicely like that, and we're still going to leave them upside down, and we'll just do one more like this. Finger on, pull it round, pull it round, pull it round until we now I'm just going to go ahead and get these 20 parafilmed up, and we'll show you the final result when we get to the end. So there you have it, we have all our agar plates done up with parafilm. Now these are actually ready to use now for whatever you want to do. You might be cloning mushrooms, having a go at germinating spores. How do we store these? I like to keep them out at room temperature for a couple of days, just to keep an eye on them, make sure there's nothing contaminated on them. Now they should be sterile because we followed all sterile techniques and we've done them in front of the flow hood. Storing them long term, once you've seen that there's nothing growing on them, they look pretty clean, you can keep them in the refrigerator for quite a while until you're ready to use them. So if you like the video, please like and subscribe. I've also got a good range of liquid cultures available on eBay if you want to search for Archie's cultures. So thanks for watching and see you next time.